5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All systems go with Josh Appelbaum starts now.
Hello and welcome to episode 482 of the All Systems Go Sports Betting Podcast, powered by Rhythm. I am your host, Josh Appelbaum. What's going on, everyone? Happy April 1st. It's the midweek. Again, we're on hump day here, guys, but a new official month begins here today. And I tell you what, I got no time for your April Fool's jokes. I don't find them funny. I see people doing them every year. They get bigger and bigger and bigger. I don't care for them. I don't laugh. I'm not a big April Fool's guy. Again, if you're doing your fooling, I see people, oh, I'm going to quit the sports betting community, or oh, I'm da-da-da-da. It's like, okay, keep that to yourself. Maybe I'm a wet blanket here, but I'm already annoyed by all the Twitter April Fool's Day stuff. So if you're an April Fool's person, hey, I hope today's the day for you. But I'm not going to fall for your clickbait here and your hot takes, knowing that you're just lying to me and trying to laugh at me. So again, anyway, happy April Fool's Day, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But anyway, gonna get right back. No fooling today. Hopefully, just cashing tickets. But we're gonna get right back to Major League Baseball. Today's a fun baseball day because we got all day sweats. So I don't know if you're stuck at work in a cubicle, you're at doing this, doing that. Hopefully, you can maybe stat track these games. It's funny. I mentioned yesterday. Do I buy the MLB TV package or not? It was $150, and a bunch of people reach out and say, if you have T-Mobile, apparently if you have T-Mobile as your cell phone provider, you get free MLB TV. So unfortunately, I have Verizon, so that was annoying. Once my contract ends, maybe I'll switch to T-Mobile. But maybe you can, watch these games, sweat these games. And I did, give up and pay the $150. But I will admit, it's nice being able to watch any game now instead of having to stat track it from the ESPN or MLB account. But 3 bets overall. I got a couple dogs for you. I got a short favorite. I'm going to try to get going here quick because one game is about to start as we speak. But see if we can go 2-1, eke out a winning day. That is the goal as always. Also wanted to give a little update here on March Madness because, yes, it's the month of April, but we are now just, 3 days away? Let's see, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 3 days away from March Madness returning. And the only kind of update, to me, it's almost like a Super Bowl week where, let the action build up. Let's see where the public moves. Let's see where late movement breaks because you don't want to bet a game too early and get stuck with a bad number. But just one thing that is really becoming kind of crystal clear to me, guys, it's the Illinois-UConn game. And if you look at this Illinois-UConn game, what's interesting, this is your 6:09 game coming up on Saturday, is that we've stayed pretty steady toward Illinois as a favorite. Like Illinois is pretty much -1.5, -2, -2.5. All movement liability has been toward Illinois. But the more that I dig into this game, the more that it looks to me like this is going to be a Hall of Fame fade the trendy dog play. Because if you look at the tickets right now over at DraftKings, you are getting nearly 70% of spread bets taking UConn in the points. Now, if you can get a 2.5, that's your best number. Again, I'm looking at the updated predictions and projections here from Rhythm, and Rhythm is recommending the Illinois money line, which is kind of where I'm leaning right now. But 3 models are Illinois -2.2, Illinois -2, and then one model is UConn +0.2. So if you want to go UConn +2.5, there is a Rhythm model saying it should be closer to pick 'em game, but this just worries me that coming off a buzzer beater, everybody and their mother is on UConn, big heavily bet game like this, it just gives me a little anxiety to be on the public side with UConn. So I loved them in that last game against Duke because they were super contrarian. Now it's the opposite here. They're the big public play. So we'll see if this continues, but if Illinois remains a short 1.5, 2-point favorite and they're only getting 30% bets, you probably know where I'm going to go there. I'm probably going to have to go Illinois, maybe money line in that one. The other thing I noticed with Michigan and Arizona, we did see this line move a little bit toward Michigan. Some looks for like a pick or even getting a point to now flipping to -1.5 Michigan. I didn't have a great edge from Rhythm because Rhythm's actually recommending taking Arizona +1.5. I have a model +0.2 Arizona, +0.1 Arizona. So it's basically a pick 'em game. So why not take the 1.5? That's kind of the thought process there. Tickets are pretty much 50-50 at DraftKings, so this game has no contrarian value really. I will mention, if you look over at Circa though, I want to say the updated number. Let me just pull it up for you. You have, let's see, Michigan, 62% bets, 92% dollars, 50% bets, 95% dollars on the money line. So the line is kind of moving toward Michigan, and they have the good bet splits. Again, it's 50-50 at DraftKings. We'll see how this thing plays out, because, again, you can make the case, take the 1.5 with Arizona, but also kind of movement and splits are telling me Michigan money line. So give that a couple more days. I will mention this. I haven't played a lot of totals, but that Michigan-Arizona over is kind of appealing to me, because I did notice that for that Wolverines Wildcats over, it opened 156.5. It's now up to 157.5. So the line is going up. And if you look at the current splits here that are coming in particular from DraftKings, right now you have, let's see, 67% bets. Nearly 80% of the money is on the over. And this is what I like about Rhythm. Rhythm's saying take the over. I ever predicted 159.9, 159.1, and a 161.1. So Rhythm is saying take the over. You got bet splits, low bets, higher dollars, and movement toward the over. That just kind of jumped out to me. So Illinois is an epic fade the trendy dog play. Michigan, Arizona, maybe that's an overplay based on the market and based off of Rhythm projections here. Now, looking back to our last night, guys, we're continuing to grind, continuing to knock on the door. We got to bust through another 1-2 night. This has happened 2 nights in a row where we have 3 plays. We win the first one. Like 2 nights ago, it was 1-0 start with the Reds. Last night, 1-0 start with the Marlins coming through with a 9-2 win. And you're like, okay, I got 2 more bets. I just got to get one of them. Unfortunately, last couple nights, we haven't gotten that second play to tip us over to a winning night. So overall, 1-2 minus 1.3 units. The Braves lost to the A's 5-2, and the Cubs lost to the Angels 2-0. Cubs couldn't do anything offensively. So, as always, guys, long baseball season. Going to continue to knock on the door, continue to grind, see if we can produce a winning day for today. So, with that being said, let's get right into it, because there's one early game in particular that's getting started here pretty soon. And let's see if we can cash some tickets and produce a winning day, which happens to be the first day in the month of April. Yeah, I'm retiring from sports betting. April Fools. Again, I'm so annoyed by that already. I guess I'm getting to be an old Grinch. But anyway, first bet on the board, 1:40 p.m. Eastern Time first pitch. Tampa Bay Rays visiting the Brew Crew. Now, this is the rubber match of a 3-game interleague set. The Rays are 2-3. They won the opener 3-2. Came through as a plus 135 road dog. Then the Brewers, who are 4-1, came back with a 6-2 win yesterday. Cashed as a minus 125 home favorite. So for this interleague series finale, we have the Rays going with the righty Drew Rasmussen. He's 0-0 with a 1.80 ERA. And the Brewers, meanwhile, are going to go with the young righty flamethrower Jacob Misiorowski. He's 1-0 with a 1.80 ERA as well. So both these pitchers have done really well in their debut. Now, what have we seen across the market? Well, this game opened Brew Crew around a minus 130 home favorite. Tampa around a plus 115 road dog. And based on the line movement, looks like sharps are going with the Brew Crew. So I'm making some beer. Let's do a shotgun. I don't know. We'll do a keg stand. But I like the Brew Crew here. They've gotten steamed up minus 130 up to around minus 140, minus 145. I see one book closing in on minus 150. So all movement liability toward Milwaukee. I like the splits at Circa in particular. Milwaukee's getting 47% of moneyline bets, but 65% of moneyline dollars. So good low bets, higher dollar sharp split from the wise guys in the desert on Milwaukee. We've also seen some smart money hit this run line with Milwaukee, minus 1.5, plus 155. I didn't play it. I just went money line with the Brew Crew. I got a minus 135 at BetMGM. Shop around. A lot of books are closer to minus 145 now. But I did notice the minus 1.5, plus 155 over at DraftKings is getting 67% bets, 93% dollars. Now, Milwaukee has that classic interleague favorite value, lack of familiarity, benefiting quote-unquote the better team. Also like this one, non-division home favorite off a win, who's priced minus 150 or less, and the line is also moving in their favor. So it sounds like a mouthful, but think of it this way. Non-division, lack of familiarity, benefits the better team. Home favorite, got the home crowd, last at bat, you're supposed to win. Minus 150 or less, you're not a huge minus 200, and the line's moving in your favor, which means the market is in your favor. That system is 104 and 68, 60%, 7% ROI since 2025. Milwaukee also has the correlative betting favorite low total. So total in this one is a very low 7. Fewer amount of expected runs scored, more likely to come from quote-unquote the better team, who's expected to win. Brewers have scored more runs than Tampa so far this year, 37 versus 28. They have a higher on-base percentage, 394 versus 348. They have the better pitching staff, ERA of 3 versus 5.61. And who knows if this will come true or not, but we do have Milwaukee 2-0 in day games. Tampa Bay is just 1-2 in day games. Lastly, I noticed a 63%, pretty big one here, sharp mush edge in favor of the Brew Crew. And I also had one Green Star recommended rhythm play also on Milwaukee. So first bet on the board for me, playing Milwaukee, minus 135. Let's go beer makers. Next one for you, a couple later games today. 4:10 p.m. Eastern Time first pitch. Let's go to the Pacific Northwest. We got the Yankees visiting the Seattle Mariners. Now, this is the rubber match of a 3-game set. The Mariners are 3-3 on the year. They won the opener 2-1, came through as a plus 100 home dog. Then the Yankees, who are 4-1, came back with a 5-0 win yesterday, cashing as a short minus 115 road favorite. Now, what have we seen across the market? Well, first let's start with the pitching matchup. Yankees are going with the righty Cam Schlittler. On the year, 1-0, ERA of 0. He was great in his debut. Mariners, meanwhile, going with the righty George Kirby. He's 1-0 with a 1.50 ERA. Now, what have we seen across the market? Well, this game opened with the Seattle Mariners listed around a minus 125 home favorite. Yankees around a plus 105 road dog. And we've seen a little bit of movement toward the Yankees. So Seattle went from minus 125 down to minus 120. I'm even seeing some shops get down to like minus 115. So the line's dropping away from Seattle. It's moving toward the Yankees, going from around plus 105 to now plus 100. And I'm seeing some books now go to minus 105 Yankees. So line's going away from the Seattle Mariners and toward the Yankees. Now we go over to DraftKings, 73% bets, nearly 80% dollars on the Yankees money line. At Circa, 74% bets, 79% dollars on the Yankees money line. So both the line move and low bets higher dollars at DK and Circa all gearing up here toward the Yankees. Yankees have the better batting average, hitting 234 versus 205. Better pitching staff, ERA 0.61 versus 2.78. Yankees are hitting 246 against righties. That's 10th best in baseball. Mariners are hitting 202 against righties. That's 24th toward the bottom. New York also has the better bullpen, 0.60 ERA, second best in MLB versus 2.66 here for Seattle. Not terrible, but again, Yankees, knock on wood, have pitched very well out of the pen. Another sharp under here because we saw this 7.5 get down to 7, and the under 7.5 is juiced minus 120. I see one book going to 6.5. I did notice at DK, 52% bets, 67% dollars on the under. Circa, 50% bets, 53% dollars on the under. So it looks like a sharp underplay here. But if you're giving me a line move toward the Yankees, with also, by the way, an 8% sharp mush edge from Juice Reel on the Yankees, and 2 rhythm Green Star recommended plays on the Yankees, I'm going to take a shot here on a dog. So I shopped around. I found Yankees plus 102 at FanDuel. Again, some books are plus 100. Some books are even flipping a little bit to minus 105. So definitely try to get the best number here. But you're giving me a good Yankee team with a line move at basically a dog price here, maybe a little bit of plus money. Taking a shot on the Yankees plus 102, plus 100 this afternoon against Seattle. So let's go New York. Last bet of the night, Minnesota Twins, Kansas City Royals. This is a 7:40 p.m. Eastern Time first pitch. We got the Royals coming in 2-2. They won the series opener 3-1. Came through as a minus 165 home favorite. Twins, by the way, 1-3 on the year. They are pitching Joe Ryan today. 0-0, 0.00 ERA, had a great debut. Royals, meanwhile, going with the lefty Noah Cameron. He's 9-7 with a 2.99 ERA. Or that was actually his record from 2025. This is his first game this year. What have we seen across the market? Well, I think if you like the Yankees, short dog becoming, or basically the line moving in their favor, I think you like the Royals, short dog, also with the line move in their favor. Because we open this game with Minnesota around a minus 120 road favorite, Kansas City a plus 100 home dog, and we're starting to see Minnesota drop down a little bit, minus 120 down to minus 118, minus 115. So subsequently you're seeing the line move toward Kansas City, going from around plus 100 to now closer to minus 105. Tells me we got sharp money quietly siding with the Royals here at home. I like this DK split. Royals 52% bets, 64% dollars at DraftKings, so good low bets, higher dollar split in their favor. Here's another good system. Short home dogs plus 120 or less. Since the start of last year, they are 290 and 257. That is a 53% win rate, 8% ROI. KC also has betting system value as a divisional dog, so two teams from the AL Central. Levels the playing field with the familiarity, benefits the team getting plus money. Also, we have a bit of a dog high total. This total's around 8.5. It is just under a little bit, but more expected runs scored, more variance, more upset opportunities. Twins are hitting only 130 against lefties this year. They're going up against Cameron, who's a lefty. That 130 average is the second worst in Major League Baseball. And we did see the under get steamed up, 8.5 under minus 120. Pretty good splits at DK, 78% bets, 82% dollars on the under. Circa, 50% bets, over 90% dollars on the under. And it kind of reminds me a bit of the Cubs game last night where it was a low total. I guess this one's higher, 8.5, but wind was a factor. If you noticed, if you were watching that game, Bregman and Pete Crow Armstrong, a couple guys hit bombs out to deep outfield, but they got knocked down by the wind. Maybe you get a lower scoring game here because we got mid-50s, wind blowing in about 10 miles per hour from dead center to home plate. We got it all up here, guys. We got an 11% sharp mush edge on KC from our friends at Juice Reel. We got 2 rhythm recommended plays on KC. We got the line moving toward KC. I jumped on Kansas City even money plus 100. So Brewers, Yankees, Royals. We're going to see if we can break through and turn those 1-2 nights, last couple nights, into a 2-1 night, which is always the goal. So that about does it for episode 482 of the All Systems Go Sports Betting Podcast, powered by Rhythm. This is the part of the pod where we wrap things up. I always start first by saying thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for grinding in the arena with me every single day through the good days, bad days, the ups and the downs, the hot streaks, the cold streaks. We know betting isn't easy, but I to be honest, guys, I was watching a JFK documentary last night about the assassination, which, again, I'm a huge JFK fan. We go to Cape Cod every summer, and I've just always been a huge JFK fan, RFK as well. But he said, we go to the moon not because it's easy, but because it is hard. So, again, we bet on sports not because it's easy, but because it's hard. We like the challenge. We know we got to overcome the juice, overcome the bad beats, all that kind of stuff. But with that being said, the fact that we enter a difficult market every day with a cautious but optimistic attitude, trying to make data-driven plays, I'm very proud of that. So if you want to help me grow this pod, please give it a 5-star review on Spotify or iTunes. Click the follow button, rate and review, leave a nice comment. If you feel so inclined, recommend the pod to a friend or retweet the pod when I put it out every day on Twitter. And I would very much appreciate any or all of those things. Next, if you enjoy this style of sports betting, data-driven, sharp contrarian betting, focusing on what the numbers are saying, not what our gut and our bias is telling us. If you want to learn more about data-driven betting, or you have someone in your life who could use some data-driven tips, or you just enjoy the pod and you want to let me know you appreciate the insights, I would love for you to go to Amazon.com and type in the Everything Guide to Sports Betting or the NFL Sharp Betting Playbook. Grab a copy of one or both of my books. You'll make my day. If you really want to be a hero, give it 5 stars and a good review on Amazon, and then you'll bring those books to the sports book. I'll sign them for you. I'll buy you a beer. I'll meet you at the Nash in Nashville, New Hampshire, which is not too far from me. But I very much appreciate anyone who has bought a copy or is thinking about purchasing a copy. Next, have you downloaded Rhythm and Juice Reel yet? My 2 favorite sports betting apps. They help me win. They're going to help you win because they're all about the data. So Rhythm, great for their AI-backed models and predictions for game bets and player props. Reminder, we're back to our regular Thursday Rhythm rundown. So tomorrow night, 6 p.m., my buddy Kate Harper and myself will be hosting that rundown on Twitter. And then also, got to download Juice Reel. Juice Reel is great because it allows you to sync up your sports books. So you bet a game at whatever book you have an account at. It goes right to the Juice Reel app. It'll track. One thing I like too is I'll bet a game, and then in my profile where it shows all my bets that are pending that haven't been played yet, there'll be a little CLV meter. So if you bet a team, minus 135, and now the line is up to minus 140, in the Juice Reel app, it'll show a 0.05% in green CLV. Or if I bet a plus 140 and now it's plus 150, it'll be a minus in red, 1% CLV. But it's always cool to, bet a game and then see hopefully the line go in your direction. But you also get the Robo Jackson Best Bet Picks, sharp mush indicators, arbitrage plays, shop for the best line futures. And also, if you want to make my day and support the pod, because the pod is free, I would love for you to sign up to get the All Systems Go Best Bet Picks, which are available on Juice Reel for the very low price of $4.99 a week. And you'll get every single play that I make, and you'll get it as soon as I make it. So that would be awesome if you wanted to sign up. Next, do you have a live odds page? Well, if you don't have one, you need one. It's so important because the live odds page, it's going to allow you to track the market in real time. Quickly see which direction the line has moved, open to current, find the best price by shopping for the best number, identify late steam when it gets lit up in red, or of course, you can get live in-game wagering odds, get all the alerts for injuries, scratch starting pitchers. It's all there available to you through the great service called Odds Logic. So if you need a live odds page, I would highly recommend giving Odds Logic a shot. All you got to do is go to oddslogic.com/Josh123. That's /Josh123 at the end. That's going to give you a 7-day free trial and 50% off your first month of service. Lastly, have you heard about ProfitX? PROPHETX. It is a betting exchange. I'm now a proud affiliate of ProfitX because it's going to help bettors win because you're getting better juice prices. And the reason for that is because you're going up against other bettors in an exchange. You're not going up against the house, who's going to charge you, minus 120 on every bet, minus 115. With ProfitX, you're going to be charged plus 105, minus 103, plus 102, minus 101. Therefore, you're going to get better prices, which means you don't have to win at a much higher rate. You can actually win at the same rate or slightly less, but still make more money because you're getting better juice prices. So if you feel so inclined to add another book and give a betting exchange a shot, I know it sounds scary. You're always betting through sports books your whole life, and you're like, betting exchange, what the heck is this? Got to stay up with the times, and they'll give you the advantage of getting better juice prices. So go download ProfitX, PROPHETX. Use promo code JOSH. That'll tack on an extra 20% deposit match. So that about does it, guys. On a big hump day here, episode 482 of the ASG pod. As always, 2 final thoughts. 1, whether I see you at the Borgata in Atlantic City, Twin River in Rhode Island, the Brook in New Hampshire, Foxwoods or Mohegan Sun down in Connecticut, at the Encore in Boston, Plainridge Park Casino, MGM Springfield, or the Nash in my neck of the woods on the border of Massachusetts and New Hampshire, or out in the desert, where the true grinders get down, where Billy Walters sends his number runners, where the lowest juice possible is found at the South Point, or jumping in the stadium swim pool when you cash a big ticket at Circa. You're going to walk up to me. You're going to show me a nice Marlins ticket, nice fish ticket. Sadly, Braves, Cubs, neither of them could come through for us. So, hey, 1 and 2 days, we just got to stay positive, keep knocking at the door, flip these to 2 and 1 days. But as always, guys, coming off a 1 and 2 or a 2 and 1, an 0 and 3 or a 3 and 0, 2 straight winning nights, 2 straight losing nights, whether we're hot or cold or just always grinding. Feels like if you're a sports bettor, you're always grinding. But if you just stick with it and we can find the games that fit our model against the public, with the house, with the pros, flat bet, avoid parlays and get that CLV. If we can do that, we're going to be successful sports bettors. So hope everyone has a great Wednesday. We'll be right back at it tomorrow. That'll be episode 483 of the All Systems Go Sports Betting Podcast, powered by Rhythm. Good luck, everybody, and have a great Wednesday night.